a record of the delightful piece they're going to play this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Attention, please. Attention, please.
And now the moment we've been waiting for is here.
Hey, set off, whatever will be. Will be. Dum, ding, dum, da, 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 da. Oh, you're divine.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, welcome back to Quirky Birds Podcast with
Heather
and Nadia.
Sorry it's been a while.
We've had some stuff.
We've had life happening.
We have had life happening. Lots of stuff going on, but we're excited to get back to it.
And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about insecurities and how we like to combat that, because we are 40-year-old ladies and 40-something year old ladies.
for something.
And we have insecurities. Getting older is tough, and it happens to the best of us.
It does.
And we're gonna be doing some beauty stuff today. So I'm gonna I don't know if many of y'all know that I used to be a hairdresser
For like a while,
for
like
14 years. And so I'm going to
makeover day.
Yep, we're gonna be doing Nadia's roots. And then we're gonna do kind of like, she's got this pink going on.
Yeah, new
she
color.
Used to be red, right? And then did like a bleach wash to get all the red out, and it got this really nice pink color. Roots obviously are coming in and getting a little out of control. So we're gonna even this out. And then we're going to do kind of like an ombre of like a darker pink into this nice light pink. And then I'm going to give her a little cut.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do our eyebrows while she processes. We're going to do some eyebrow waxing and then eyebrow tinting as well. So it's a lot of fun stuff today. We're going to get beautified. And here we are. We figured this episode of Insecurities, we're laying it on the line.
Yeah, no makeup.
No nothing. We're wearing our sweats.
Yeah.
I gave myself a little trim haircut today. My hair's still drying. It's a little crazy. But I gave myself a little trim this morning.
And she's been doing a new hair method for you curly-haired people out there called the plop method.
So I've been having these like bangs forever. And I've decided to grow them out so that I can have curly bangs. Let me get closer.
So
Look at how cute. Look at how cute. Them. So yeah, I've been doing this plop method where when I get out of the shower, everything is upside down and I pull up it. I've just been using a towel. I just like crunch it up with the product. I use like a curling cream. I use an oil and I use a little bit of a mousse. I put the product in and then plop it on top of my head and kind of trap it in a towel and kind of let all the extra moisture get out so that I get these nice curls. And look at my curly bangs. They're starting to get curly instead of having the curtain bang, you know? And yeah, I just gave myself a little trim and then I debulked it. And I'm liking it.
I love it.
I always have like wild hair, so it's kind of my signature move. But
I love her curls because, as you can tell, I don't have a single little bit of body to my hair whatsoever. So I love when she has her hair all super curly.
Go ahead and either lean back or scoot the chair in if you want to be closer. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. So yes, today we figured we'd just bear it all, and you can see our fun beauty routine to how we end up looking our fabulous selves all the time.
Yes.
So yes, insecurities, something I feel like everybody deals with.
Everyone deals with.
Yeah, everyone has it. Everyone has their...
And we talked about it a little bit in our last one, I think, right?
Yes, we did.
We just kind of wanted to dive into it a little bit deeper this time, just because it's like so prevalent, just with, I don't know, I think social media kind of plays into it too, because everyone kind of wants to portray that they have perfect lives and are always, on their perfect selves and their
filter perfect.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just not real,
Right.
That's just not real. So yeah, I struggle with I struggle with insecurities about my weight a lot.
Same.
And I was kind of like I was kind of like the chubby kid or whatever. I was kind of, like big boned. I was thick as a kid, and I had, like family members that I won't say who, but family members that didn't allow me to be chubby, and it was like this shameful thing in my youth that has stuck around with me into I'm 42 years old, and I still am obsessed with my weight, and I'm not even that overweight, and I just, like, people are always like, oh, you're not even fat, and I'm like, I'm a disgusting monster, stop, shut up,
I feel like we all think that at some point too. I was kind of the opposite. I was very, very thin when I was very thin, just growing up. But then with thyroid issues and some other health issues, after college, I gained a ton of weight. Like I doubled in size from like my high school weight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was 118 pounds when I graduated high school. We will not say what I am now, but it basically doubled. I doubled as a human being.
Hi.
We have a guest.
What?
We have a guest.
What do you mean?
We're recording.
Our podcast.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay.
Hi, podcast.
Hi.
I've got
That's our unseen Heather's significant other that we talk about, but he's.
I'm one of my tools.
We might also have other guests in the form of
Kittens,
kitty cats that have been wanting to jump up and hang out with us while we do this. So.
Okay.
But yeah, so I was the opposite, and so I gained a ton of weight. So then I've been so insecure about that. I have been losing weight since, probably the past like 3 years, finally getting towards a healthy weight. I'm not looking to be back at, super, super skinny. Like, that's not a realistic goal, but a healthy weight. And it's still really hard because I look back at, what I used to wear and what I used to look like, and, getting older and all that kind of stuff, it's rough when, you have to kind of face that, those changes and accept them and accept yourself. And, we look at it, even if you're like making goals and stuff like that, I think everyone looks at themselves and they don't see themselves as like perfect. They don't see themselves as like their best self. And it's a hard thing to deal with. So, yeah. So these are some of the things that we like to do to not combat it, but kind of just like make us feel good about ourselves.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone has different things that they do to make themselves feel good.
I have a rigorous skincare routine for the morning. Because, I started it when I was like 30. So I was like, I need to
really focus on it.
Yeah, and like nip these wrinkles in the bud before they even happen.
And nowadays, in our culture, it's like wrinkles are not seen as a good thing, which is crazy because before, like if you look at like olden days and stuff like that, getting older was like a privilege. People died young. People did, so it's like earning your wrinkles and stuff like that. It's a privilege, like that you had the health and were able to grow old. And now it's like a shameful thing that society shows us, like you shouldn't, no matter how you age, you should never look like you're aging. You should always look like you're 20 with no wrinkles and perfect skin. And
tell you what, I colored my hair for, I don't even know how long I was not natural. I was always different colors and blonde, redhead, all the things. And I stopped coloring my hair about a year and a half ago. I've been letting all my grays come in. You can't see it here.
It almost looks like just little like highlights. I feel like.
I freaking love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love my little grays. I'm embracing them, and I'm like ready for it to get even more, I
actually have another friend. I was just talking to her on social media, And she was saying the same thing. She's letting her grays grow in, and she's like hoping she even turns even more gray. I'm like, that's awesome. Like, I love, obviously, I like the colors still. I'm nowhere near natural. But I like that. I would love to be like a really pretty silvery gray color. Like, oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
So I do think it's something that's becoming more acceptable in like women, you know, in our age, and like the 40s, you know, 40-year-old, you know, type of thing. It's like where you're just kind of embracing your more authentic self sometimes.
Yeah.
My authentic self wants pink hair.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nope. I think that's another thing too. It's becoming also more acceptable for, you know, it's not, you know, a young person only type thing. It's like, again, we've said this before, like, do what brings you joy.
Yeah.
So if your joy is having pink hair and your work lets you do it and you can, you know, have all of that, then go for it. Like, what's holding you back? It's just hair. It grows back.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's just, I think, different things that, you know, we do that make us happy and make us feel pretty or handsome or whatever you want to feel. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, do what makes you feel, you know, good about yourself, as long as it's like a, you know, healthy thing. Because sometimes, I mean, insecurities can make us unhealthy. It can definitely cause a lot of anxiety. It can cause, you know, different like eating disorders, different things like that, where it's like,
oh my God. I have a very unhealthy relationship with food, and I think it stems from my childhood too. Like, not, like, not being allowed to have my weight, but also I was like rewarded with everything with food. I broke my arm. We went and got ice cream. I got a report card. It did not matter what was on my report card. I got a D in math. Ice cream. You know, it was like I'd always have these rewards
that were food based
and like sweets based. And so it's like developed into a very unhealthy sweetness addiction, you know, where I'm like, anytime I'm feeling bad, I'm like, I need to reward myself. How about some ice cream?
Yep. Have a sweet treat.
Or whatever it is, yeah.
I definitely do not have healthy eating habits. Obviously, I live off of Dr. Pepper. I feel like that is a very well-known fact about me. But I also, I hyper-focus on a lot of foods too. So I'll eat something and that's like all I want to eat for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can ask my mom. I was on a grilled cheese thing for like 2 months, and that's all I'd eat for like lunch and dinner is grilled cheese. So I get very hyper-focused on certain meals, and that's all I'll want to eat for months on end. So yeah, definitely don't have the healthiest food-based habits. And I do have a huge sweet tooth as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But again, all things like that, you know, we just have to work on as individuals and find our, you know, happy place with it and what works for us. And, you know, and not hate yourself over it or not hate your body or whatever. These are just things. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to be, you know, can't think of the word. Just like, ashamed. Yeah. Just don't be ashamed of it. It's, you know, you're you.
Did you say ashamed?
I think I did. We'll have to rewind that and check. But yeah, it's just, you know, kind of, yeah, insecurities that you focus on and other people probably don't even notice. That's one thing I have found. It's like things that bother the heck out of me.
Dude, I know, right? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so yeah. So like there's certain parts of my body, they just bother me. Like I am so insecure about it. I think about like which clothes I can wear to like, so it doesn't emphasize it. Exactly. Yeah. And it's like, I dress that way to avoid it. And I'm very insecure about it. And I told my boyfriend about it and he was like, what are you talking about? Like it didn't even register. He was like, I have no idea what you're even talking about. And not in a mean way. He wasn't saying it. He honestly didn't know And it's something I think about like every day on my body. And he was like, babe, like you are beautiful. Like I don't know what you're talking, like it does, like if you think it bothers me, it doesn't. And that's, he has to tell me that. He's like, it doesn't bother me. It is not something that I notice on you that, like, he's like, if it but he validates my feelings, which I also appreciate because they are valid. Like, I can be insecure about stuff. It is a valid feeling. But he also has to remind me that it's like, it's not something that other people necessarily are like noticing or care about, or find unattractive.
That was my thought that I was gonna say is like, I will look at people, you know, like when I'm out and about or whatever, and like, you know, my biggest thing is my pooch, my stomach pooch, and I'll see like, you know, a lady who's got like the flyest outfit on and like her hair's all did and she's looking cute and walking around with confidence and all that, and her pooch is bigger than mine, and I, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I look at her and I'm like, fuck yeah,
right,
girl, get it, you look fucking amazing, you know? And like, why can't I do that to myself?
Right.
Why can't I be like, I can rock my pooch,
yeah,
and look fucking amazing too? Because
right?
I mean, I do, but
it's, and it comes, I feel like it comes and goes with it. It's like, it's not an everyday always thing for us. It's, you know, sometimes it can just be like a mood you're in or something that, you know, has triggered you into noticing, but it doesn't have to be, it's not like a every waking moment thought. So you can sometimes look at yourself and be like, fuck yeah, sorry, don't try not to curse on this, but like, I look amazing.
I have a fucking sailor mouth, sorry.
Yeah. It's like, I look awesome. Sorry, I've had a cough for 2 months too, so that's going to make an appearance as well. But yeah, you can still look at it, but it's like, sometimes it just comes up and that's kind of what you focus on. And you have to develop things, I think, to do to help you get over that or move on from it or not focus on it. Different things that we do, like besides the podcast, when we have time, you know, it's like hobbies. Have your hobbies, have your friends, have your tribe. Do things that you enjoy and bring you joy so you're not focused on the negative. And also be, I think, open about it too, especially with like your partner, with your significant, because I think that sometimes is like a refreshing change, you know, because it's like, we should have kicked him out. We should have asked him. It's, you know, things that's like, you're like, oh, for, you know, I've got this huge wrinkle in between my eyebrow. I can guarantee my boyfriend has probably never noticed the wrinkle I have between my eyebrow. Like, I can hear him now watching this and be like, I don't even know she had a wrinkle between her eyebrow. But it's things that, you know, and being open about it with that person and being like, you know what, I feel uncomfortable because I don't like this part of my body or this, whatever it is. It's nice to kind of get it out and open and then get their perspective on it, which is usually going to be, I didn't even notice. Like, that's not even something I look at when I look at you. Because usually the person who loves you looks at you as like a whole human. They're not looking at you as a body part. A flawed body part. Right. Yeah. They're looking at you as a
I guess
whole.
there are some people that do, but
we try not to be friends with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not a part of the cool kids. And if you are with somebody who is like that, that's a huge red flag. Like, I feel like the people who love you should love you as a whole. No matter what changes, you know, happen, and be there for you. You know, because again, we're not getting any younger. Yeah. And, you know, plastic surgery nowadays, the more you get, you don't end up looking younger either. So,
oh my God, I know, right?
Some of them are, it's getting a bit overboard in our culture. So like this need to constantly try and fix any little flaws, making you look less like a person. And, you know, more plastic. So be your authentic self. And that's nothing against plastic surgery. You can have it, if it makes you feel good. But there are definitely people who take it to the extremes.
I wanted to get a tummy tuck. I have wanted to get a tummy tuck for like the longest time, and it's like so expensive.
It is really expensive.
And I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it, because I feel like, oh, I should just embrace myself and whatever. But I'm also like, but I wonder if this one thing would just alleviate a bunch of, negative self-talk that I have. And would I be happier, like, not healthier, happier if I just did it, And like, I don't know. I don't know where that line gets blurred too.
That's true. And it's definitely, I think, a question for each individual.
Yeah.
Because it is something you have to answer for yourself and know that, is it going to lead to you not needing, like actually needing, but like mentally needing more done? Or is it something that you can be like, okay, this one thing is all that bothered me, and now that I have it how I want it, and I feel better as a person, and that has helped your mental health. So it's like, it is a fine line. And it's something I think every person has to kind of find out for themselves, like, and decide for themselves, like, where is that line? And, is it something that, you should proceed with or not? But yeah, it's also something that I think you should, if you do it, you should do it for you and not to look better for others.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the sticking point with it, especially with social media nowadays and these beauty filters that make you look like you have flawless skin if you just use this product or foundation or whatever it is. And really it's just a filter.
Oh my God. You know how many fucking supplements and things and like how much money I've spent on apps and different, like, ooh, try this mushroom coffee, it'll help you lose weight. Ooh, try this, like
right?
colon cleanse, like all this stuff. None of it ends up working ever.
Right.
Nothing.
Yeah.
None of it ever, like the, the results that they claim.
They
or
claim,
whatever.
right. There are benefits to some of it for certain things, but it's never to the extent,
Like,
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like.
take this and then in 3 months I'm gonna be down 20 pounds.
Right,
Never.
no. That's
Not even the like semi-glutide for me, like I tried that too, and you've had good help.
I've had good results with it, but it hasn't been a 2-month journey. It is something I started taking with my because I have pre-diabetes. Again, told you guys I had gained a ton of weight. I have a bunch of other health issues with it. And it was a slow journey with it. It wasn't like you see some of these people and they literally, I'm like, how did you do that? It wasn't like that. It's definitely been a slow, gradual weight loss, but I'm getting to a healthier weight and getting the other things more under control, which is good. But yeah, it was not a quick fix like they, advertise on a lot of things. I was like, I don't know where you guys are getting that stuff from, but mine is very slow but sure, kind of a thing. But
and I had a bunch of side effects when I tried it, so
yeah, and it can't. I've heard people have really bad side effects, and yeah, it's definitely like I do it with my doctor and under his supervision and guidance and what I'm using it for. But you got to be careful with stuff. And sometimes it's like there's things out there that aren't even, you're buying things and there might not even be like the real thing too for stuff. Like they've convinced you this magic vitamin or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like some sort of, knockoff thing that's not even like a real product. So
that's true.
Yeah, do your research. Don't get sucked in by these ads. It's literally, they pay people tons of money.
Dude, I get sucked in so bad. I am so susceptible to that shit. I don't know why, man.
I think it's something in our brains. And they do, I mean, these people who plan these ads and stuff like that, they are very well educated on getting us sucked into that. That's literally like their job. That is what they learn to do. And they are darn good at it. I get sucked into the TikTok shop because I am definitely buying half the purses I see on TikTok shop. So I get sucked into that as well. And I absolutely am like a beauty product, not addict, but I love beauty products. Like I am all about new makeup, new face products, like all of the things. I like trying them out, trying, you know, different blushes and colors and playing around with that. And yeah, Sephora and Ulta get most of my money. So it is what it is. But yeah, I see these people who get like all the promo PR packages. Man, we need some PR packages. We'll try stuff. We love trying stuff. We're like, we'll tell you what we think of it, but yeah, we'll try it.
Yeah. Almost done.
Woohoo. So thanks for sticking with us on our beauty journey today.
All right, you are. So the key with doing roots, if you saw how I did that, you go in sections and you go this way, and then you come back a second pass and go this way, so that you get any holidays that you missed on the first go.
And in case you were wondering, because it did look like I had slightly blonder roots, it's because I did it, and then I missed, because I can't see half of my head. I missed giant chunks of my head.
So we're getting Nadia just all evened out.
That's what happens when we don't have like a girls' day for a long time, and I do things by myself, and it ends up looking slightly tragic. But
do you want to pause?
We'll pause.
Okay. And we're back. No skip for you. But so next, so we got Nadia's roots are processing. So we are going to wax our eyebrows, and then one way that I feel like takes off 7 years. Okay, not like more than 5, but not quite 10. 7 years.
Very
takes
specific.
off of 7 years of my face is just darkening my eyebrows about a shade. Like not even like super dark, but just like a little bit. Like as I've gotten older, my eyebrows are like,
I love your eyebrows.
they're like barely there though. So like just darkening them a little bit, I feel like it just like takes me down a couple years and then boosts my confidence like boom, like huge. So we're gonna do eyebrow waxing.
Yeah, because if you look at mine are pretty blonde. I have old microblading underneath, and that's about the only color on them. But they get lighter, and this one's missing half of one anyways from when I had skin cancer. So I love when she darkens my brows.
Yeah,
Because
so
you
we're
can
gonna
see
do
them.
that, and then so we're gonna do the waxing first, and then we're gonna do some color on our eyebrows, and then yeah, that's the next.
It's always
step
kind
of
of a
our
fun
beauty
process
routine.
too, because
And we get together like once a month and do this because it's kind of like a fun way for us to hang out,
right,
and just to like
it's like a girls' day.
Get fancy,
Yeah.
you know. Like sometimes we'll go and get our nails done. We've gotten mani pedis a few times now, and
Yep.
it's always so much fun. It just makes you feel good, and like spending that time on yourself is
Right.
like it's better than sitting around watching TV.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like we're having a fun beauty day. We get to hang out with each other, and yeah, it's kind of like just a pick me up all the way around. So we've had a lot going on. I was sick, and then traveling and different things like that. So our schedules just hadn't matched up other than work, which we've been having a lot of fun at work.
Oh my god! If you have not subscribed to our freaking TikTok, do it, because our videos that we were putting out are freaking hilarious. They're ridiculous. They're ridiculous and hilarious.
Yes.
And you got to go to the 13 Roses Tattoo TikTok and watch our videos because they are
So funny.
they're the best.
We've been on a roll lately with funny videos. We've had
Are you ready for
we've
this?
mentioned her before. Our friend Becca has joined 13 Roses Tattoo now. And we have just been putting...
She's a freaking hoot.
She's so fun. And she's brought a really fun new energy to the shop. And
Sorry.
it's okay.
I'm
And
cleaning the area first.
it's like alcohol. So in case if you guys are wondering, it's like alcohol up the nose. Skin
Did you
prep.
want to do...
The face.
Did you want to do the everything or just...
Yeah, let's do everything. We'll do everything.
Okay.
So, fun fact about waxing your face. If y'all haven't done it, okay, you should. Because there's makeup benefits. There's all sorts of skincare benefits. And it makes your face so smooth. You just want to like pet your cheeks.
Okay, let's turn the chair to the side for just a sec. Okay, that's it.
I was going to say which side you want me to
Yeah.
go to. Okay. So yeah, it waxing your face gets rid of like all the peach fuzzies. And it helps your foundation lay better. It also helps with like your skincare too.
Yeah.
Plus it gets just any other like dead skin and stuff off of your face. And it does, I feel like, make you look a little bit younger. It kind of gives you not totally that whole fancy schmancy glass skin effect, but darn close. I just feel like it kind of brightens your look. And it makes your face so soft. So Heather had done it for the first time on me, and I'm definitely hooked. I'm a big fan of that feeling now with it, and how it makes my skin look.
And I use a hard wax, which doesn't need paper strips. And it's a little bit gentler on the skin. It doesn't rip as harshly. So I find that it's better for, people in our age range. The younger gals do the strips hella good, but the hard wax is where it's at for the older ladies. Not that we're older ladies, just saying.
And like, if you guys are worried on like a pain scale, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I feel like the hard wax is less painful too than the strip wax.
Yeah, agreed. Like the strip wax, I feel like it gives you a pretty darn good sting and stuff like that. This, we'll go with
the mustache stings like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, that one.
No
stings.
matter what.
Yeah, but your cheeks, I don't even feel the cheeks when she does it. Because again, it's peach fuzz for the most part, that you're getting. So it's not like it's really the thick hair that like kind of really pulls, or even like eyebrow hair where it's a little bit more thicker. But yeah, the mustache, whoo-wee.
Yeah.
It definitely sticks. And it kind of just makes, I don't know, to me it almost makes you feel like you got to sneeze a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, it's kind of like the plucking your eyebrows and that kind of feeling where gives you that kind of feeling like you might have to sneeze or your eyes water, that type of deal. But yeah, overall it's more of an uncomfortable, except for the upper lip, more of an uncomfortable feeling. And then the lip is like definitely a sting.
Look up. There we go. And we're not like doing a whole lot of reshaping. We're just kind of cleaning up.
Yeah, nothing too crazy with it. I keep my brows pretty natural just because there's
I do
not.
too.
Yeah.
But we're going to look funny.
Especially when we dye them because, well, you'll see. But it's one of those, it looks scary.
You want to show the camera?
So pretty. I am so pretty. It definitely looks scarier in process. It's one of those absolutely the trust the process moments because it is very intense until like I would say the next day.
Yeah.
Because it kind of like dyes your skin underneath your eyebrows as well. And you kind of want it to leave it on there. You don't want to like scrub it all off after you dyed it because you want it to kind of sit on the hairs and actually like color it for a bit. So you're not trying to like use makeup remover and all that on it right away to, get to under the skin. But by the next day, once you've washed your face and all that kind of stuff, it looks a lot more normal. But yeah, it is this whole day is a trust the process kind of a day.
Yeah.
It's also something, it's like, you kind of like, it's kind of nice doing it, you can, like,
Ooh, I wish we could show. I like looking at it.
Seeing all of our little hairs. The first time we did, we're like, ooh. But it is kind of nice, like almost having like that reveal when you're done with everything. Like you feel like a new person, you know, you got new hair, your, you know, face looks different, it's smooth.
All right, I'm gonna get your lip, and then we'll do the
Okay.
cheek. We'll pull the cheeks off. Okay.
It's hard to talk when you have wax on your lips.
Do you want to do chin too, or are you good?
I think it's okay.
Okay. I'm definitely doing my chin because I get these 3 freaking wiry ass chin hairs that I'm always.
I like my
getting at.
cheeks.
Yeah, I don't do my cheeks, so. Oh my god, look at all the fuzz. Ah!
I feel like my boyfriend would like that part. He likes watching like pimple popping videos and stuff. So I feel like he would enjoy like looking at the wax strips too.
Yeah, I love it too. All right, these. Okay. You ready?
Ready.
I know. I know. It's the worst. The lip is the worst.
Yeah.
It's even harder when you do it yourself because
Oh.
I
Like
know
it's like
when I'm
that. Yeah,
pulling
that
something,
instinct.
I don't want to pull it.
Rosy cheeked. It's like that instinct to not hurt yourself,
Right.
and you know it's gonna hurt,
Right.
but so soft.
All right. A little bit of wax off.
She has all of the goodies. Yeah, that's what we need. We need like a wax company to sponsor us, and then we'll just wax our stuff and use it.
Whoa.
What?
What has happened? Okay, my wax off is.
He shot my
Did that-
ear.
That's weird. Okay, here I'm gonna try
Yeah,
this.
that's what we need, a wax company, and then we can just like wax our faces and tell them how we think of their products.
There we go.
Definitely got tingly face feeling.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll fast forward all this. This is not happening.
Yeah, we'll see that. Okay.
Woohoo! Definitely gives you a little glow to the
Mhm.
face.
You want to scooch over?
Yep.
And
Now it's Heather's turn.
you can sit there in the frame still, and then I'll grab the chair. Sorry, Hank. I just want to say,
Look at Hank!
so cute. He was sleeping, so I just disrupted his nap. He was
He-
sleeping in my chair.
Made
Sorry,
himself
Hank.
comfortable.
Okay, so what else? What else can we talk about? I got a little mirror here.
And my
so
Dr. Pepper.
Get my bangs out of the way. Nobody sees me without bangs. This is very vulnerable for me.
We're just letting it hang out for you guys.
My forehead is one of my biggest insecurities.
Mm.
I started losing my hairline a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Just thinning a little bit, and I have thick ass hair, so for me to lose some hair is like, please God, no. Please God, no. Anyway, so here's my insecurity for the world to see.
We're so good about this.
I know.
So what else? We have fun stuff kind of going on. Again, we've been making our TikTok videos and everything at work. Heather has been killing it doing tattoos as well. It's been awesome.
Thank you.
And we have the holidays coming up. So that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I have my boyfriend and his dad coming over for Thanksgiving this
Oh
year.
my God, really?
Yeah, so
Cute.
I'm very excited over that. I like his dad a lot. We get along really well. But my mom has not met his dad, so that'll be fun. Just kind of like a get together, and it's fun because he's like, "You don't have to go overboard." I'm like, "We never have guests, so we're going overboard."
You
Right?
don't have to go
I
overboard.
don't have to go overboard. I was like, okay, so 2 appetizers, and he's like, okay. And then he was like, babe, you never act like this when I'm coming. I was like, you don't count as a guest. Your dad counts as a guest.
Have you met his dad?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually spent Easter with his dad. I get a lot. I like his dad a lot. We hang out actually quite a bit. We do a lot of stuff with so my boyfriend's from like a small town. So his dad literally lives like 2 streets away.
Oh, cute.
You know, he's still sees like a lot of the people that he grew up with in town. So you know, we see kind of a lot of the same people out there quite a bit. And and it's fun. So yeah, I'm excited.
Good.
And he's starting to realize my decorating for holidays. I wouldn't say obsession. There are definitely some people I've seen on the internet that have a lot more, but I love decorating for the holidays. And I decorate for like every holiday, all the holidays, even the made up holidays. And I started bringing stuff over to his house, and I decorated for Boomas and Halloween. And then now I've got like our Thanksgiving decorations up. And then I'm starting to bring all of the Christmas stuff over. And I think he's getting a little nervous. I'm like, I'm not doing it
Just
to the
because
extent.
of the volume.
The volume. And I'm like, it's like, look, I got this, and I got this, and I got this. He's like, oh no. But we did decide on a fun tradition of getting an ornament every year together.
Oh, my family did that. Every Thanksgiving, my grandparents would give everyone an ornament.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, he doesn't really have like a Christmas tree at his house, so this is going to be like from the ground up Christmas.
How do we make getting your eyebrows waxed cute? I don't know. We do it though. We do it.
It takes talent, honestly, to look this cute in process. Feel like it's just have a good time with it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But this is also why I do it at her house and not anywhere near my boyfriend. But he'll watch this and then see what I go through to look so pretty. Actually, he's so nice. He's usually just like, I'm like, I look like a potato troll today. And he's like, you're beautiful.
The most beautiful
potato troll ever.
Oh my God.
Oh no, he's realistic about it. He's like, yes, you're the most beautiful potato troll ever.
Probably should have took the middle one off. Just ready to go.
I always think it's funny too. It's interesting how we make faces when we have to do certain things like on our face.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're putting on mascara, you got the look. You can't put on mascara with your mouth closed.
Mm-mm.
I think that would actually be like a fun challenge. Like, let's see who can actually put on their mascara looking good without their mouth open, because I don't think it's a thing. Whoo-wee. Good stuff.
Couple big ones on the sides.
It kind of reminds me, has anyone ever done those Biore strips on
Oh
your
my
nose?
God.
Oh, it's
I was
my
obsessed
favorite.
with those in the 90s.
Yes. And it like, you'd look and it looked like a little forest because it got all your unclogged pores and stuff like that out. Super fun. Super duper fun.
Super.
I'm actually surprised my boyfriend doesn't like those more because he does like the pimple popping videos and stuff like that. So I totally think he would like the Biore strips a bunch and be like, let's do it all the time.
Almost made a mess. Good thing I'm fast.
She's a professional. If I did this, it would be a mess. Yeah, I don't think I could do the mouth strip by myself. Like
The mustache?
the mustache. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, it
Yeah.
fucking sucks. It
Yeah.
sucks. I hate it.
it's actually very entertaining to watch.
Uh-huh.
Maybe that's why you guys watch us, because we're entertaining.
I wonder how many people would do this at home if they could, you know what I mean? Like that's a good thing about
Knowing how to do it.
I'm the Lorax. I speak for the trees.
That's totally what you look like too.
Oh God. Yeah, I wonder how many people would like do this at home if they could. Like that's the one thing about being trained in the beauty industry is like, I can do all this shit at home, which is like, saves me a lot of money because getting waxed is expensive.
Right? I bought the sugaring kit thinking I would like use it to like wax my legs and stuff like that.
Oh my God, they don't work like they do on the videos.
No, they do not. It is a sticky, horrible mess. And it is so hard. I was like, they made it look so easy. It was just like a slide, poof, slide, poof. No. It is like sticky honey dripping everywhere, and you're trying to do it, and then it gets like too warm, and then it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, and it's like it gets everywhere, and then everything is sticky. It's like having little kids come to your house with jelly all over their fingers and touching things, and everything is sticky and impossible.
Oh my God, look at how many.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh my God, I needed my brows done bad.
Yeah, it has been a while since we've done this, so. But yeah, it's great having a bestie who knows how to do all of this, because I would not be doing this in my house by myself. I'd probably have like no eyebrow or like a third of an eyebrow left if I tried to do all of this by myself.
Okay.
You got this. You got this.
Only half of it came off. Oh God, I hate it. I hate it. You gotta pull the skin taut. Taut.
I feel like it's kind of like how you tattoo a face. You gotta pull it.
Right?
You got it. You got it. You
Here
got
we
it.
go.
You got
1,
it.
2, 3. Damn.
Wow. It is like looking at the viewer. So it's super
like
entertaining,
a freaking
actually.
Forest. Oh my God, I needed that so bad. Oh my God. Luckily, my hairs are like, you know.
Yeah, they're like
blonde. They're
yeah,
not like they're not like black.
This is like peach fuzz.
Yeah,
it's like peach fuzzies. But again,
more seconds on this one.
But it makes such a difference too, because like now, like when you touch your skin, it's so soft.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's so nice. I don't get a lot of the peach fuzz. I get most of my peach fuzz is like on my cheeks. That's my really bad area where I get it. Like you can see it. I feel like you can see it. Again, probably something nobody else is probably looking at my face that closely. It would be kind of weird if everybody was, but I look at my face that closely, and that's when I can see stuff.
Right.
Again, part of our weird insecurities, because when people do that and you're like, oh, I have big pores. Whose face is so close to yours to see your pores? Like, nobody's going to be looking at you from this far away unless they really like you and they don't care about your pores. Because nobody else is going to be that close, and they shouldn't be that close, because that's a red flag and weird.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to clean my face off now. And then we'll get into
Dyeing our brows.
Dyeing our brows.
Which is probably even more entertaining than our wax mustaches.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I just love how it looks.
I do too. It really does make a difference. There is this thing going around where it's brow blindness.
What?
And yeah, there's this thing on social media, and it's called brow blindness. And it's when you don't notice certain things about your own brows. Like the people that like their brows are like starting like above their pupil, and they're not realizing it. Like that's not a normal placement. They've become like just blind to their certain features on their face that they're not noticing. It's not where they should be. For example, there's like a whole filter for it that actually shows like how your brows, with actual face mapping, like it's a face mapping filter, like how your brows should line up on your face. And it's very interesting because people are looking at it and like, do I have brow blindness? And like redoing their brows where they're supposed to like be for face mapping on your face, and how they look like a totally different person, and they just they couldn't tell like from looking at themselves. And I feel like that sometimes you get that with when you have like super blonde brows or something, and then you do them and you have them, done a certain way, you filled them in in the correct spot, and it's like you look like a totally different person, and it's amazing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of it.
Oh yeah, it's literally a thing.
When about all this shit?
I don't know.
I know.
I have a lot of free time in between working 2 jobs and going and seeing my boyfriend and doing all my projects. I have a lot of free time.
3 dogs.
3 dogs.
3 damn dogs.
I have a lot of free time. I don't know. I see these things and then I hear about them and then I'm like, oh, I retain this totally random information. But they talk about it with different things, you know, as well. But mostly it's brow blindness. And especially for us 40-year-olds that grew up in the 90 brow era of the pencil thin Gwen Stefani brows. And now, you know, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but as you get older, your face changes. Things move on your face because your muscles aren't as taut. Your skin isn't as taut. So your face actually changes. Like things drop, brows drop, different things like that. So they're not in the same place as where we were when we were 20. And so the same shape of brows and things like that aren't the same. And from a lot of people who did like the over plucking, you don't grow those brows back. Then on top of that, as we get older, hair loss and stuff like that, you know, Heather had talked about that. You start losing some of these like brow hairs and different things like that. You don't have as much as when you're younger. And so your brows tend to just get thinner and smaller and lighter. That's why, you know, microblading and powder brows and all that kind of stuff really came into fashion, I feel like, because a lot of us had the 90 brows where it was so thin, and now we're older and we're like, they don't look the same on our faces they did when we were 20 and, you know, didn't have wrinkles and stuff like that. And so we're looking for more realistic type normal brows and fuller brows. And so this is kind of just like a little help.
This is the answer, in my opinion. It just like darkens them a little bit because you're natural, whatever.
Right. It just kind of bumps up what you've got.
Yeah.
And we picked out a new color to try
for Nadia,
for me, because
I've got my tried and true.
Yeah.
My tried and true.
And normally I use hers,
color
but
that
I just
love.
do it for less time. But that was when
I like
had
a darker.
Yeah. And
but I'm natural brunette. She's a natural blonde, like dirty blonde, right?
Yeah, dirty blonde.
So we went for a level 8 cool formula, and I do a level 3, which is like one level from 1 to 10. 1 is black, 10 is the lightest bleach blonde. Right. So 3, I'm at the dark end of the spectrum, and then we did an 8 for her. So it's just like a dirty brown blonde that we're putting. A dirty blonde, light brown that we're putting on.
And normally eyebrows. I go a little bit darker with my brows, but that's when I had like the kind of brighter, more intense red hair. And we're still kind of going with a pink toned, kind of salmon, hopefully-ish colored. So I didn't want to go too intense with my brows, especially since it's going to be an experiment and we haven't done this color combination.
We can always go darker. It's like with tattooing. You can always go darker. You can't go lighter.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So we are sticking with a slightly more natural brow color towards what I have without going too intense. But I normally like the darker brows. I'm a big fan.
Okay.
So for those of you who are not professional hairstylists and have all the fancy schmancy hairstylist things, I've heard some people use beard dye for their brows, like the men's excuse me, I can't think of what they're called, but like the little beard.
Can I just say that beard dyeing
is weird.
Does not take years off.
It's weird.
It does not.
No, don't do it.
Don't do it.
No.
Whatever, those ads are telling you, don't believe it, because
Agreed.
We were watching the new part 2 season of Yellowstone came out.
Oh, okay.
Finally.
Okay.
And what's his name?
Rip.
He's my favorite. He's everyone's favorite. Everyone loves him. But that dude is a natural ginger. He was in freaking Dazed and Confused. Yeah. Ginger.
He's
hot
ginger.
as shit.
Yeah.
Hot as shit. And they got him with his beard dyed black.
Yeah.
And his hair dyed black. No. He looks terrible. He's so fucking...
I love Rip, but yes, agreed. It's
okay,
too much.
I love like his character and everything.
Yes.
But like, let's do like a warm brown.
Yeah.
Let's do a warm brown. He's a ginger.
Yeah.
Why
made
is
him,
it
like,
black? It looks so
dark.
horrible. And it makes him look so like...
And I think I've noticed that
Yeah.
with the black color specifically, because I've seen some people who do their beards and they go back over it and it is black. And I'm like,
no.
it doesn't look right.
It makes
Like,
you
it
look
doesn't-
old. It makes you look like
Yeah.
you're trying too hard. It's just, don't
And
do it.
I
Don't
like-
do it.
I like the calico in the beards too. Like when
I do
guys are
too.
getting older and they start getting the whites and the gray, it looks cool in their beard. Like they start getting that, like, and calico look is a good hairstyle right now anyways, apparently also
Mm-hmm.
popular. But I like that. It looks natural and it looks neat. And when it's just a solid black, it looks weird.
You look old.
You do. Don't do
You
it.
look old. Don't do it.
Please don't do it. Coming from
Women,
yes.
dye your eyebrows. You
Yes.
look young. Men, dye your beards. No.
No.
Look old.
Yep. Weird how that works.
So we're gonna see it as mine are starting to process. We're gonna start looking like
It's Groucho
Groucho
Marx. Yeah, like or Angry Birds. Think Angry Birds, because it does start dyeing like the skin, and it looks a lot darker than after you like wipe it off, and then you're like, oh, okay. But
right.
how's my head looking?
It's looking good. We got a couple minutes to go though. We got a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit.
Cool.
More time. It's
Perfect.
good to go.
Perfect. Oh yeah,
I
it
always
definitely looks
never-
on yours more intense.
Yeah,
You can
'cause
see-
mine's
you can
been
start seeing-
Mine's been sitting a little bit longer.
Yeah, you can see on hers a little bit more.
But here we
So
are.
that's our helpful beauty tip for girls and guys too. You can do your eyebrows as well. That's fine. Just not the beard. I don't know.
Just not black.
Yeah. Pick a regular shade,
Mm-hmm.
or go to a hairstylist that knows the color wheel.
Mm-hmm. They can give you a recommendation,
Mm-hmm.
even if you don't have her do it.
Yeah, they're the professionals. And color wheel is important. See, she's got the color wheel from hairstylists and tattoo artists, so she knows her color wheel.
And actually, both industries have having the hair background has actually helped in the tattoo
Yeah.
industry for me too. Like not only the business side of it is like it's the exact same business model as far as like you have to get your own clients, you have to book your own clients, you have to have impeccable client relations, but also just like knowing how to talk to clients already and having that 14 years experience of that, knowing how to like calm clients if like anything happens, like I already have that skill. And also like I don't know, I hate this part of the business, but like you get your hair colored, then you're like, okay, you're not going to go home and use Suave. Use the good color shampoo because it'll help prolong your service that you got, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I have that skill to be like, hey, get the good aftercare product that we sell here because it's gonna help you in the long run. It's gonna help it heal quicker and your tattoo's gonna look better overall. So like I already have that skill. So it's like I'm actually really grateful that I, decided, changing careers at 40 was like a really hard decision, but the overlap has been really wonderful. So,
And from switching from somebody who did normal hair color to Vivids, and people always ask, I now respect they're not trying to push products on you. Value their opinion. When someone who's professional in it and is offering you like their professional advice with it's necessary advice. It's their help. They don't want you to ruin what they've already done. So when they're telling you things, it's not like, oh, because I want them to spend, I'm going to make all of this money off of them if they buy these shampoos or whatever it is. No, they aren't. They really do have like the best interest of you at heart, because most people are like, how did you keep your hair like looking so bright? And I tried it and it washed out. I'm like, well, because I do what they said. It's like I do the cold water, I do the good shampoo and conditioners, I do these things, everything that they recommend. Right. I was like, so if you do those things, guess what happens? It helps with what you're doing. Same with healing your tattoos. When they give you advice, like what not
don't
to do.
Soak it in a tub.
Yeah.
Like
don't go jump in a lake.
Don't go vigorously work out afterwards. Yes. All those things are like, we're not trying to be dicks and like
ruin
how
your
to live
fun.
your life. But
I mean,
if you spending $100, like multiple $100s on something, like heal it right
heal
so
right.
that it lasts for your lifetime. You don't have to come get it touched up and it doesn't fade and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we usually try and impart wisdom for people. And like, listen, we are telling you this for your best interest, not for our best interest. Because if you mess it up and you come back, we charge you and make more money that way. So really, we are trying to save you money and make sure you have like the best possible end product that you want. So yeah. But tattooing's been going good for you.
Yes, I feel like I'm becoming successful very quickly.
Agreed.
And I do attribute that to my many years of experience already in the service industry, you know.
I can see how you do build like the customer relationships and like you care about
like,
your customers.
Yeah, and like
I think that makes a big difference nowadays too.
Yeah.
You're not just
and like even if I don't remember your name, like I dealt with this with hairdressing so many times where I'd like, oh my god, I forgot her name. I know her hair though, and I also know that last time I saw her, that her aunt's dog had cancer and had to get, go to the vet, and like just like bringing those things up again, like, oh, how was your trip that you were going on last time I saw you? That is like so huge because people feel seen and heard, and it feels like I actually care about them as a person and not just like a money bag giving me money. And I do. I care about every single person that sits in my chair and always have, because it's such an important, I think it's such an important tool for self-expression to be able to give to people. And I really take that job very, very seriously.
And I feel like it's a trust-based thing too, because they are putting their body or their hair, whichever it is, anything in your hands, and they are trusting you to do a good job on it and to do, excuse me, and you value that trust.
Yeah.
So you always
and I want to do the best. And I'm not the best tattooer in the world. I'm not. I'm in my first year still. I'm not the best, but I try to give everyone a realistic, expectation of what to expect. That's why I put all my photos out there, because I want everyone to see what I'm capable of, and based off of that, I don't try to hide. Like if it wasn't my best tattoo of the day or whatever, I don't try to hide it and not post it. I want people to see that too, because they know what they're getting. And then, and I'm not pretentious about it, right? Yeah. Too. So it's like authenticity.
Agreed.
About it.
Right.
Where I know I'm not the best tattooer in the world, but I'm doing my best. I try to make the next one better than the last one. And that's how I'm going to improve. And I have an amazing mentor who he's can awesome. Come to, I know, he's the best, who I can come to with questions, and, he believes in me, and I'll have, which is huge too.
Agreed.
And I'll come to him and be like, oh, I'm nervous about this. I got a request for this. I don't know if I can do it. And he's like, you just do this and this and this, and you'll be able to do it, and that just, it just gives me the confidence to take on more complicated stuff and bigger stuff. And
I think it's so important having especially so in this industry, like your mentor, besides just being your boss, they're your support. They're like your main support, because they're your teacher, they're your boss, or a lot of things. And having someone who gives you that support and knowledge and backs you is huge. And it's great that we're lucky enough to have such an awesome boss and coworkers, and a fun place to be, and that we can have fun and still
be ourselves,
and not. It's an interesting work environment for people who are used to, like, say, a corporate job or something like that. It is a very unique type of situation where you get accepted for yourself, and you can be yourself, and you can have fun at work and express your artistic creativity, and it's usually a very happy place to be. So that's kind of nice. And now we have our friend Becca there, and we're making more videos and having a good time. And yeah, it's nice. It's nice when the place that you have to go to work, which most people are not fans of going to work, is a place that still brings us joy. So we kind of got lucky with that. So
for sure.
Yeah. So we're going to go on to the next process. Again, pause. So
see you in a minute.
Be back soon.
See you in 2 seconds, actually, for you.
All right, this is what we're starting with. Heather's mixing up the colors. We got New Pulp Riot, Sandstorm, and Eloped. I think this is their newest, from their new release. So,
Oh, and look at our eyebrows.
Oh, so good.
Look how good. 7 years. 7.
I'm telling you. So this is what we're starting with, and you guys will see the results soon. Here we go. Got the color on. Next shot will be all done. And the brows. I'm telling you, the brows.
Thanks for watching our video. Come back next time and watch our quirky conversations. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And also don't forget to follow our TikTok and our Instagram pages as well. Thanks.